Alright, Shalom Akim. This is Tazadok Ball. Alright, coming again from GMS Los Angeles, man. And I'm just gonna go into real quick on the death of things. And basically, mainly gonna read up in Job. Alright, but death doesn't exist, and in the spirit world, there's rest. Alright, so upon death, we return to the spirit realm. Alright, so we gotta give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, and double honor to the elders of GMS on down, the elders and apostles of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, and the true name of the Son, YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Okay, and also much respect and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who believe and receive this truth in sincerity and in spirit, man, as the Lord requires. Alright, so I'm just going to read mostly all of Job 3, and then I'm going to break down just some other scriptures. I'm going to make this real short, okay, brothers? But hopefully, man, you guys had a good Pesach, a good Passover. A lot of judgment is about to take place. So hold fast. The Lord is shortening time for the elect's sake, and we're almost out of here, brothers. Okay, so this is Job 3 and 3. It says, "Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not Yahawah regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day." And one thing I'm just gonna break down real quick, brothers, is that the reason why that Job is cursing so much his own life and all the things around him is because he was being tested, and the main story of Job is to show us like how to keep our faith no matter what, and that Satan deals with the Lord. He inquires with the Lord to test you. You know, even if you're not going off, the Lord can still test you. And what happened to Job was he lost his whole family. His house came down on his kids, and they died. And he lost all his crops, all his animals. All right, he lost his hair. He went bald, and he had boils the size of like tennis balls, I guess, or golf balls all over his body from head to toe. So he got cursed real bad. But the Lord didn't let him die. He just wanted to test his faith, and Job held his faith all the way to the end. He never cursed the Lord, and he kept fighting, and he praised the Lord, and that's how we ought to be, is to praise the Lord no matter what, whether we receive righteous judgment. Well, all the Lord's judgment is righteous, but whether we receive something good or whether we receive something that may be evil, okay? Because if we are the hopeful elect, if we are those men, then everything is in good intentions for us, to correct us and to keep us on a narrow path that leads to life. So I'm going to continue on. Job 3 and 10. "Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest. With kings and counselors of the earth, which build desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who fill their houses with silver. Or as in hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw the light." And this is the main point right here. This is Job 3 and 17. "There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. All right, so even the wicked are cease from troubling, cease from going through the pain. Okay, because up there in the spirit world, there's total order and peace. That's why in the Lord's Prayer it says, "Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven," because there's total order and peace in the heavens. All right, where the Lord's at, the fourth dimension. All right. So another thing is Satan, the spiritual demon, Satan, on the left hand side, he works for the Lord. All right, the Lord created him to execute his judgments. All right, his evils, and to tempt. Okay, because the Lord doesn't tempt, but the one who tempts, he created for his left hand side, which is Satan. There the prisoners rest together; they hear not the voice of their oppressor. All right, so everyone who is stuck in prison, who is in hell, because hell just means captivity. All right, that they hear not the voice of their oppressors, of their enemies. All right, everyone's at peace. Job 3:19, the small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. So the small and the great are there, the rich, the poor, okay, the famous, the non-famous, okay, and the servant is free from his master. All right, so everybody is up there at peace, no matter who you are, if you are evil or good. Your judgment is executed down here on the earth. That's just how bad the Lord is, man. Like, when you go to the spirit world, you go to rest, man. And because this time around is the last times for the reincarnations, but all of our other reincarnations, we testified to the Lord, and He gave us our judgment, and we had to fulfill it coming back down in the next reincarnation. All right. Job 3:20, wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom Yahawah hath hedged in? For my sign cometh before I eat, and my warnings are poured out like the waters. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. All right. So, but that's pretty much the whole point. That's the main point I wanted to go into, is that, and in Job 3:17, that's like where's that, man? It's just showing that the wicked cease from troubling. All right, the servant is free from his master. The small and great are there. Okay. Yeah, So all that hell doctrine is a lie, created by the Christianity Church, all right, the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, all right, and it's to put fear into those people so that they wouldn't leave the church, all right, but they're under what's called a 501c3 charter, and they can't go against it. They can only teach certain things in the scriptures, but there's certain things, most things, that they would not break down or even dare to go to in the scriptures, okay. And so they give false knowledge and false light, so that when anyone does read the Bible, and most of the 2/3 are in the churches and stuff anyway. So when they do read it, they have no clue what it's talking about, and they can configure in their minds, that is the truth, which they've been taught, and they've been taught lies. So you need to get out of those churches. And hell's a lie. We're in hell right now. Hell's captivity. We're in our captivity, but we're gonna return. We're gonna return to peace, to freedom. All right, and the Lord's gonna give us that through the kingdom, the kingdom of YAHAWASHI. All right, YAHAWASHI, and that's when we're gonna reign on top. And our oppressors, which is Esau and the heathens, they're gonna be in hell. All right, but we shall live forever, and we shall be at peace, and no more crying, no more tears, no more sorrow, no more pain, because the Lord is going to do away all that for us, starting with the elect on down. And this is 1 Thessalonians 4:16 and 17. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel and with the trump of Yahawah, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. All right, because the dead, those who are dead, we just went over right now. Those who are dead are up in the spirit world, they're resting. All right, when you're dead, it means you're asleep, which means to rest. All right, so they're gonna rise first. So they're already up there in the spirit world. King David and a few others, and whoever else has to be martyrs for this truth. You're gonna go right up into your new body, and you're gonna be raised up, and you'll be the first one. You have the front row seat, man, coming down with you, YAHAWASHI and the angels and King David. All right, and Michael the archangel. All right. It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. All right. So we're all gonna be all right, man. All Israel is gonna be saved, but the 2/3 they have to know death by pain on the side. All right. But just so you know, man, this is the main point. All right, there is no hell, as in a fiery hell with the devil down there waiting to pitchfork you and torture you with fire all around. All right, the lake of fire is gonna be here. When it's talking about the lake of fire, that's gonna be here in America. This is which great Babylon. This whole land is gonna be laid waste. It's gonna be desolate. The Lord's gonna burn it with fire. All right, and brimstone, which this time is gonna be by the ICBMs, the nuclear missiles. And it's gonna go down, and the Lord's commandments are sure, man. It's gonna happen. All right, but be not deceived by these, and that which is deceived. All right, go to the teachers and to the elders and apostles of Yahweh Shai on down, which is the GMS on down, that great millstone that the Lord has cast down. All right, to destroy all strongholds and to gather His elect. All right. Because you can't deceive the elect. The elect can't be deceived. The elect are in the Lord's hands, and Yahweh Shai, His hand is almighty, man. You know, so there's nothing anyone can do against the truth, but before it. And this is Jeremiah 4:7. It says the lion is come up from his thicket, which is talking about Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is the lion from the tribe of Judah. It says the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. All right. So the Lord is coming, man, and He's coming to destroy, and He's coming to wreak havoc, man. He's coming to bring righteous, holy hell. Okay, there's no protection for anybody who is outside of this truth. You know, the 2/3, especially these heathens, and especially these Edomites, right? These Idumeans, our enemies. These white people, all right? Because they're not white, they're red, all right? That's why they always got the devil painted red in pictures and shit. Because everything's right in front of you, you know. But we're at the end of His reign now. And now the Lord is going to raise up and do what He has planned to do since the very beginning. We just had to go through hell. We had to go through this, man. It's for the Lord's name to be raised on high, for His honor and His glory and His power, for His kingdom, all right, for His name to be feared among all things, all right, because the Lord's all about showing His power, and He's going to show His power in the few, which is the 144,000, and the 1/3 who are going to be raised up. All right, who are going to be redeemed from the earth, from this last judgment. Okay, and this is Habakkuk 2:3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." I'm gonna read it one more time. This is Habakkuk 2:3. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And so that's what we got going on, brothers. We have to wait for this, okay? And though it tarry just but for a moment, Okay. And they will tarry just for a little bit because it seems long to us, but it's not long to the Lord at all. Okay, because one day is as a thousand years um, to the Lord. Okay, 1,000 years is as one day to the Lord. All right. So really, it's only been 2 days since Yahawashi has been crucified and has been and raised up from the dead. So it's fresh in the Lord's mind, and He's angry, and He's gonna come back with extreme power and glory like this world has never seen. It's gonna be so tremendous and out of this world. It's gonna be uncomprehendable. Some people are gonna actually just die from the sight of the fourth dimension and the angels and the Lord and the demons and all these things that are about to come to pass. All right, but the Lord is gonna redeem the elect, only His elect. Okay, and He's gonna do it, man, because the Lord's word is sure. You know, so the Lord is coming, man. Yahawah is coming to destroy. Okay, and there's gonna be blood everywhere. All right, so keep fighting because we're in hell, and we have to battle against the flesh, against our chains of darkness, and wait upon the Lord, though it tarry. So wait for it, because it shall surely not tarry. All right, brothers. That's all I got right now in the spirit. I'm gonna do another video later. For now, just want to say shalom, double honors to the elders of GMS on down, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who hope to believe and receive this truth in sincerity and in spirit, as the Lord requires and demands. Shalom, and stay strong.